Hey there, friends. Welcome back to Second Star to the Left. I'm Michelle, and this is my daughter, Billie.
Hi.
And here's where we'll share board game reviews, ramblings, and a few wrong turns along the scenic route. Today we're going to do the first in our series, Solo-ish. We've got a lot of requests to do a couple of solo playthroughs, especially of Button Shy games, which we love and have already made a few videos of. But the thing is, there's a lot of people out there doing solo playthroughs, and we didn't know exactly what to do to make it more us and a little less everybody else. And then, just because Billie is who she is,
A good person.
yeah, the idea became very apparent. We're going to have me play solo while Billie mocks from the side, which is typically how solo games go here. Now, it's not going to be a complete rules run through, and for any games that are a little bit longer, we'll probably speed up the middles a little bit. But what I want to do is give people a feel of what these solo games play like. Obviously, the first game that we're going to do for solo-ish is gonna come from Button Shy.
Obviously.
And I thought about a few. I did. And I thought about a lot of the solo-only games, but I have had a couple of requests to do Tussie Mussie as a solo game. Now, to be fair, if you buy Tussie Mussie, you cannot play it solo without adding the Flower Shop expansion. So make sure you grab that if you want to play solo. But otherwise, Tussie Mussie solo plays a lot like Tussie Mussie with partners. With friends, with partners. I don't know, I played solo a lot.
Hey.
All right, but if you were going to play, we could have done a playthrough. Tussie Mussie is an 18-card game from Button Shy where the goal is to optimize a hand of 4 cards. When you're playing with other people, there's a bit of bluffing and even a bit of take that, because the way you choose your cards is to draw 2, look at them both, and then place one face up and one face down on the table. That means your opponent has to choose the information they know or the information you're hiding. And the same will happen to you when they place one face up and one face down. So you're always dealing with a bit of unknown information. You're going to be dealing with the same unknown information when you play solo. Only thing is that unknown information is just going to get passed to the AI. So you could be building them a really good hand by accident. The Flower Shop expansion is a small expansion that comes with cards. Beautiful art on the back there.
Well, I mean, they're kind of all small expansions.
Well, this is. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 6-card expansion. That's pretty small, right? On the front, what you have are directions for how to deal the cards. So sometimes you get all the information. Sometimes you get some of the information. They also have actions that need to take place right away and the way that you give the cards to the AI. So sometimes you get one face up and your opponent gets one face down, or sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes it's completely different. All of these will go into your decision making for what to give the AI opponent. For the first round, what we're going to do is play it without any of the expansions except the solo expansion.
I had no idea that that's how these cards work.
Yeah.
I've never played it solo. This is exciting and new for me.
It's exciting and new for everyone.
Well, except you.
So we're going to shuffle these up.
These cards are gorgeous.
They are. This is art by Beth Sobel again, I believe. And the solo expansion is by Mike Mullins. So we're going to shuffle these up. We'll put them right here. And then we'll take the original 18-card deck.
Are you sure you don't have any expansions mixed in?
Yes, I am sure. Thanks for your help. And we'll shuffle these up. A couple of heads up. 1, I am a bad shuffler. And 2, we're going to get some of these rules wrong. It is inevitable.
Oh, absolutely.
But we're going to do our best, and we're going to give you the spirit and the flavor of this game, and you can decide if you want to play it solo.
I mean, unless we get it really wrong.
It could happen. So we're going to shuffle up these cards. And we definitely haven't done this already. You should know that I'm a bad shuffler. And that I sometimes get rules wrong, which Might be why we're shuffling them again. We're going to put them right here next to the flower shop cards. We're going to flip over the first flower shop card so that we know how to deal our cards. And it says to deal 2 face up. So we're going to deal a daisy and a red tulip. The daisy gives us +1 point for each card without a heart. And the tulip gives us +1 for each of our red cards, including this one.
So does the daisy not include itself?
It doesn't include itself because it says for each of your other cards without a heart. So we could put the daisy up there and then just, well, hearts are points though.
I would go tulip.
So you want to keep the tulip. All right, we're going to put the daisy up at the top.
Because right now you have 1 point and they have 0.
And we're going to put this here.
I am a tactical genius.
Okay, but let's do this right this time. So for me, it either goes face down with my opponent face up or face down for both of us. I'm just going to put mine face down so I can keep looking because it doesn't really make a difference for this card whether it's in the keepsake or the bouquet.
True.
So that's what we're going to do. Then we're going to flip the next card, which has us dealing 1 face up and 1 face down. So this will be +1 for each of our purple cards, including this one. And I can't look at this one even though I was just about to.
What color was the one we just took?
We just took a red one, so we want red cards.
Face down, face down, face down.
But if we give this to them, they get a point for this one.
No, there's no hearts on it.
And a point for the... It's without a heart. We give them cards without a heart, they get points. But if we give them cards with a heart, they get points. So, yeah, let's give them the violet. Let's
mystery door.
See what's behind door number 2, which is a pink rose. +1 point for each of your pink cards, including this one. Now, we have to either place them both face up or both face down. I'm going to put it face up so that I can remember what it was because I have the attention span of a gnat and it doesn't matter for the scoring for this one. Okay. Next one, we're going to deal 1 face, that's my card. We're going to deal 1 face up. Oh, look, it's the same one. We're going to deal 1 face down.
Hey, look, it's the same one.
And then it says discard 1 card from the top of the deck and place it face up. So this one has now been discarded. You can count cards. There are 4 of most of them, and I think 2 of just the white and the yellow, but
we can't count cards.
I can barely remember what's face down in front of me, so I don't usually count cards, but you can. So discarding 1 is information that you can't get anywhere else. So we are collecting, red cards. So let's take the
red heart
and the camellia, and we're going to give this one. Okay, so mine has to go. Mine can go either way, and theirs stays as dealt. So we don't get to see that one.
I do.
No, you don't. What kind of cheating is that? You can't have information that I don't have. That's cheating.
I'm not playing.
Oh, but now you know information. All right, so we're gonna deal this one. It now says that we're gonna deal 2 face up. So we have Forget-Me-Not and an Amaryllis. Now the Amaryllis will get us a point for being red, and it'll also give us 1 point for each card in our bouquet, so we could do that and get a bunch of points. We would give +1 for each heart on cards adjacent to this one. That's just a risk we're gonna have to take, I think. So we're gonna put that one here, put this one here. So now that we each have 4 cards, we get to score them up. So this one is in my keepsake. It'll stay here.
You keep it a little lower than the others, so you remember it's the keepsake.
So you remember, and for them, we'll just put it a little higher. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I get 1 point for every red card, including this one. So that's 1.
You should make a fancy graphic for the points. Well, now you have to.
Ugh. Okay, 1 point for every red one. So that's 1, 2, 3. 1 point for each of your pink cards. So that's 1. So we're up to 4. This has no effect, but it has a heart, so that's 5. And then 1 point for each card in your bouquet, so that's 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 points. Now we have to do theirs, which I like less. Can you remember 8?
I can.
All
I've
right.
got 8 fingers holding up.
Okay, now we're going to score the AI, because we definitely didn't do that before.
Really?
Yes.
We're starting over?
Yes.
Okay.
On this card, there's a condition that says before scoring. In the solo version, you do not use any of the before scoring conditions for the AI. You can use them in your hand, but not for theirs. So they have +1 for each of your other cards without a heart. We did okay and only got one of those. +1 for each of your purple cards, including this one. That one hurt more.
A little rough.
So we have 2, 3, 4. This one doesn't get a scoring effect, but has a heart for 5. +1 for each heart on your cards adjacent to this one. So we're going to get 6 for this one and then 7 for that heart. So 8 to 7. Go us. Now you would do this 3 times to finish out a game. But what I thought I would do to kind of keep things moving is to show you what the expansions look like when you play them solo.
You're putting the expansions in round 2 and continuing to play.
Let's call it that. Otherwise, what you would do is reshuffle up your cards, reshuffle up the flower shop.
But don't shuffle them into each other.
No, don't shuffle them into each other. They have different backs, so it's easy to tell. And then you would start round 2. But what we're going to do is show you some of the other expansions. Some of the expansions come in this beautiful expansion collection. Some of them are really, really easy to add in. For example, the orange cards is just another color with different scoring conditions. The green cards are also another color. Yes, green is another color. However,
it's the best color.
They all have the same scoring condition, and that is +2 points if it's your only green card. Otherwise, all of your green cards together score a total of -1 point. So you're either going to get +2 or -1 if you get green cards. So these are easy to mix in. They just become more cards in the deck to deal with. You can just shuffle them right in.
Objectively the best color, green.
Well, depends if you want a lot of those in your hand, though. We're
going to experiment.
The other expansion is called Ribbons, and this one is just different scoring conditions to be added on top of the scoring conditions on the card. For example, the orange ribbon will have the player with the most red or yellow cards scores +3 points. Or the black ribbon is the player with the fewest hearts scores +3 points. Oh, that's just sad. And the purple ribbon, the most pink and purple cards, scores 3 points. So they're just additional conditions that will be added in at the end. So it doesn't really change the gameplay. None of these particularly change the gameplay, which is why I like these expansions, because they don't change it too much. So we're going to play the second round real quick with the expansions, and I'm just going to shuffle up and set up for that. Now we're just going to go through real quick as if it were round 2, only this time we have the white ribbon as a scoring condition, which means the player or players with the most different color scores +3 points. We'll see what happens. So we're going to pull this one first. We get to deal 2 face up. And we get the pink rose again, which is +1 point for each of your pink cards, including this one. And the snapdragon, which is the before scoring, you can change them up in your bouquet and keepsake.
You should do Snapdragon just so you can show that off.
No, I don't want the snapdragon because I want the point.
But look, it's got a little heart.
Yeah, but then it's useless after the heart. We're not keeping a cute card because you like the cute card.
The ability is very useful, and I think
Bye, Snapdragon.
I've beaten you with that ability several times.
Well, you're not gonna do it this time.
No, the AI is.
No, it's not. Oh wait, we have to place them mine face down and theirs face up. So mine and my keepsake, and theirs in the bouquet. And then we'll flip this one over. We'll deal 1 face up. And 1. I looked at it. Give back. I put it back in the deck. It's all good. And 1 face down. It's really hard not to look at the cards when it's just you. I wasn't cheating. I got a new card. All right, so this is +1 point for each card adjacent to this one in your bouquet.
She was cheating.
I wasn't cheating. So this one, it does matter if it's in your bouquet or not.
And you could have used a Snapdragon to move cards into your bouquet.
I know, but now I have to put it next to the bouquet, and it's going to be in their bouquet. What do I want to do?
See, if you had taken the Snapdragon, this wouldn't have been an issue.
I didn't want the Snapdragon. All right, whatever. So
All right, so in the future, I'll say to pick the one I don't want you to pick.
Well, which one? I think...
Oh, I tried to help
Because if
last
I put this here, I can only get... I'm going to give them that one.
They're going to win.
Right. I'm going to give them that one. And then we put them both face up, which means I get to see what we got. And I got a gardenia, which is 1 point for each of my keepsakes. So now we want to take face down cards. Let's see what's next. Oh, what am I supposed to be getting? The most different colors. What color did I have? Pink. Okay, so now we're going to deal one face up, which is a red rose, and a green one, which was supposed to be face down. We're just going to go like this.
But you don't cheat, huh?
Okay.
No, you gotta... No, change that. You don't get to use that card.
But I want.
You don't get to use the card that you cheated to see.
I don't mean to cheat.
You do it an awful lot for someone who doesn't mean to.
So we're going to deal one face up and one face down.
You almost flipped it.
I did almost flip it. And this one says discard one from the top of your deck face up. So you know there's one less pink one out there.
And that does not help us because we cannot count cards.
No, but I want
It
to
would help
have
smarter
but
people.
I want to have cards in my keepsake, and I want to have different color cards. I don't know what this is, but taking it to my keepsake would be great. And for this one, we can do it either way. So we're going to put it in our keepsake and give them this, and then just hope for the best.
It looks like they have a lot of different colors. You don't know if you do.
Oh no.
It's okay. It's too late now.
It is too late now. Okay, we're going to deal two face up. So a trumpet vine and a bay laurel.
Do you want to risk the
I
green?
don't know if
'Cause you
this
don't
is
know if
green,
that's a
so
green.
I would rather
Take
take
the
the
orange.
trumpet vine, which is at least a point, and then it's going to be a point for a keepsake because
And you can put it face down.
I can put them both face down. So I'll put mine face down and theirs face down. And there, again, round is already over. I have 4, AI has 4, and now we score them up. So I have 3 in my keepsake. Oh, it was pink. That's okay. Okay, so, oh yeah, they get 2 points for green. I forgot about that too. We did not use good strategy. Whatever you do when you're playing this, do not play the way we just played this hand.
Isn't Phlox the doctor from Star Trek Enterprise?
I don't know that. Do you have to put money in the nerd jar? Okay, so we're going to score them up. So I get +1 for each of my pink cards, including this one. So that's 1, 2, +1 for each of your keepsakes. So that's 3, 4, 5, +2, but we didn't get that. But I get 1 for the heart, so that's 6, and +1 is 7. And then we're going to score the AI. There's a before scoring card, but that isn't used. So they get 1 for the heart, +1 for each card adjacent to this one in your bouquet. Oof, that's bad, right? So 2,
Yeah.
3, 1 for the heart, 4, +1 for each heart, that's 5, 6, and +2 for this green one, so that's 7, 8, +3, 9, 10, 11. So yeah, we got beat
It's 7-11.
bad in that round. So we're going to do...
You got 7, right?
I had 7, they had 11, yeah.
Yeah.
So bad. We're going to do one more quick round.
You know, if you had just taken that Snapdragon at the beginning, like I said, you would have won.
So mean. We're going to do one more quick round with the last of the expansions. And that is the expansion that I use the least.
I haven't seen it even.
I know, that's because I use it the least. And that one's called Flower Shop Customers, which is actually a solo expansion. And this one allows you to add in customers, but the customers add challenges and or bonuses when they come up in the deck. You're going to shuffle 2 of these cards into the deck, but we're going to randomly pick 2 of the customers to add into the deck. Do you want to pick 2 since you're sitting over there heckling?
1 off each end.
1 off each end. Okay. So we're going to take those and we're going to... I'm a bad shuffler. We're going to...
Do you like me to shuffle them?
No, we're going to shuffle them into the Flower Shop deck. And these cards add, like I said, extra instructions, extra challenges, extra bonuses, kind of a bit of randomness. The reason that I don't play with this expansion as much is because it is a bit of randomness. And while I like some, I kind of prefer just the regular Flower Shop solo expansion. But these can throw an extra bit of excitement into the solo deck. I think we're going to leave the ribbon deck out this time. And gave you guys an idea of how that worked.
You're only leaving it out because that's what they used to beat you so bad.
Maybe, but also because we tried it already. And we're just going to shuffle these up. We're going to flip the top card off of the Flower Shop deck and we're good to go. And one more time, we're going to deal 2 face-up cards. We get violets and red roses, so +1 for each of the purple or +1 for each of our hearts.
Roses are red, violets are purple.
Do you have a suggestion or were you just making very bad poetry?
I can't read from here. You have to read it out loud.
I did read it out loud. You were making very bad poetry about violets and purple and roses.
Violets and purple and roses.
Yes, well, you did. +1 point for each purple card, including this one, or +1 for any hearts. Some cards have 2 hearts, though, and you don't have to worry about what color it is.
I'm not going to tell you which one I would pick.
Really?
Yeah, because last time
I'm taking the roses then, and I'm going to put the violets up here.
Right.
That's what you would do, right? Okay. Okay. This time we're going to put one face up and one face down. Well, we want hearts, right? Yeah.
It was 2 seconds ago. You already forgot?
Yeah. We want hearts, but this is 2 points if I don't get any other green ones.
But you're going to get other green ones.
But what if I don't?
You have your luck. Try to feed them extra green ones. Then they get a -1.
That's a good point. So we'll give them the green one. We'll take this one, which is, oh, look, a heart. And it's pink. +2 if I have exactly 2 in my bouquet. But they have to be both up or both down. So we're going to put them both up, which... See, you an opponent, which puts this in my bouquet.
Sure.
So now we just need one more in the bouquet. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so we're going to flip this over. Oh no, customer. So shuffle your bouquet card with the most hearts into the flower deck. If there's a tie, choose any tie. Do the same for your opponent. Play an extra turn this. Really? So I have to shuffle this back in. They don't have one. I get to choose, right? So I'll choose this one. I don't know if that's how it works. That's what we're going to do. And just shuffle these back in. That's mean. I finally had a card we could use. Customers are a pain in the butt.
Customer's always right.
No, they're not. Not in this game. Customers are not right. So then we're going to flip this one over. We're going to deal one face up. And one face down.
I wonder which you'll give them.
And then we discard one from the top, which is the... Oh, that's pretty. And then I'm going to give them this one. And we're... We're going to get Wormwood. And in this case, theirs stays as dealt and mine can be either or. Is there any... It doesn't much matter, but then I'm going to leave this up so that I can remember that I have a green. And
otherwise, you will take another
green. Another green. So we're going to flip another card. Deal 2. Face up. And then 1 point for each card without a heart. Well, this one doesn't have a heart. Does this one have a heart? No. But this
Marigold
one
has 2.
They have to. They don't get it before scoring. They'll get 2 hearts, but I'll get 2 points too.
They do have a before scoring. So
we have to place them both face up or both face down, which doesn't make a difference.
Take marigolds. You'll have to get rid of 1 card though.
But I don't want to. I'll get 1 point for every card right now. I'm gonna give them marigolds because I'm gonna get 1 point for each of these cards because they don't have hearts.
Okay, but you want hearts because you have a card that adds
I don't
points
anymore. That got shuffled back into.
No, it's your first one.
No, it's. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to switch them.
Yes.
Can I switch them? No.
No, it's too late now.
Man, stupid Billie won't let me cheat.
If only you listened.
Oh, another customer. You may discard one of your bouquet cards and replace it with a face-up card drawn from the flower deck. If you do, choose one of your opponent's bouquet cards and replace it as well. Well, there aren't any more face-up, so we actually can't do that. I mean, I could, but my opponent couldn't, so I don't think we can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I would really like to, because I would like this card, but I think that we can't. But then it says you may discard one of your bouquet cards, so we're not going to take a card then. Okay, you ready? I did it wrong anyway. We're just going to lose. This is why you shouldn't watch me for rules. All right, so we have 1 red tulip and one that we don't know. We hope has hearts.
So. Sit on the mystery door. Go for hearts.
If it's green, then, well, it'll balance out.
You're going to lose anyway.
Tulip. I'm going to take this one, which has a heart. So this card counts as any one color. That's not bad. So now we're going to score it up 1 more time. These are in my keepsake. These are in my bouquet. This, so +1 for each of my hearts. That's 1 because I gave away the good card.
Because you're a dingus.
+2 if that's my only green, so that's 2, 3. +1 for each card without a heart, so that's 4, 5, 6. And this card counts as any color, which doesn't really help me, but I get a heart, and that's 7. Now, haha, AI, they get -1, and then they get 1, 2, 3. So we get 7 to 3. So that wasn't bad. We won this time. Probably
you got lucky.
Yeah, we got really lucky, and So that is Tussie Mussie. in a roundabout way with all of its expansions. Customer cards make it a lot more swingy, so I don't play with them as often. But the Flower Shop is what's required that you can play it solo. I am sure that we made a lot of mistakes in this game. The thing is, if you're playing solo, I make a lot of mistakes all the time. But
yes, you do.
But I still really have a good time playing solo. If you like playing with more than one person, Billy, you like this game.
I love this game.
Then this gives you kind of the feel of it with a little bit more limited information. You're still making the same choices, but you also can't read your opponent because the AI isn't, sitting over there with a really bad poker face letting you know what card they have. Overall, I highly recommend Tussie Mussie, both with more than one person and solo. Thank you for watching our first solo-ish. If you like what you see,
or if you'd like to keep watching until we get one right,
then please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to find us elsewhere on social media, all that information will be listed down below. And as always, open tables, open minds, and play your shelves.
Bye!
Button Shy, where you're just trying to optimize a card. And we're going to flip over the first
card. The word is card.
Shut up. Oh no, I've done all of this wrong. We have to start the whole video over. I just put these back.
So you just make ran two.
Yep, so
Can I start over?
Yes. We'll deal one face up and one. I look at it. Give back. Put it back in the deck.